Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to cover conveyor safety equipment or devices, and we will see the application and working principle of the 7 devices as you can see here. First is PCS, that is pull cord switch. Second is BSS, belt sway switch. Third is ZSS, zero speed switch. Fourth is BTS, that is belt tier switch. Then fifth is CBS, that is chut block switch. 6 and 7 are almost kind of same, but they have a bit of difference in application. That is 6th one is emergency switches and the 7th one is Hooter. So these are the different 7 conveyor belt safety equipment or devices we will going to cover. There is a separate video in Hindi language. Here you can see how it will look, and the link of that video is given in the description. So let's get started. Before coming to the main topic guys, let's see why conveyors are so much important, as they play a vital role in the movement of initial product like coal, or it can be limestone, it can be iron ore as you can see here, and even for the final product we need conveyors for the movement. Here you can see the pellets, this is the final processed, or in the packaging factory you can see conveyors. In the food factory, here you can see the movement of the products is with the help of conveyors. Now let's see some fact related to that. First point is conveyors are used to transport product in a straight line or through changes in elevation or direction. So we have seen in the slides, conveyor provide the movement of product in a straight line or in change in direction, what we have seen in the food processing industries, and elevation means we can have the movement upward or in the bottom direction. Next is they are used in a number of application in food processing industries, manufacturing, food processing, what we have seen, manufacturing also we have seen, that is movement of iron ore or coal or different types of stone, or in heavy industries also we use conveyors. Next is easy and fast transport of material from one location to another. So conveyors generally move in a straight line and they provide the fastest mode of transport. Next is it reduces labor cost and improves productivity. Since once the conveyor is installed, we don't need any other means of transport for the movement of the product. So the labor cost is reduced significantly and it improves the productivity. Next, coming to the disadvantage part of conveyor, first is it has limited features, that is only movement is possible with the help of conveyor. Second is very important point, that is too dangerous if not taken proper safety while working on it. So in most of the cases when an accident related to conveyor has happened, it has directly led to the death of that person. Next is belt can be difficult to clean, and if not cleaned, the sticky material get stuck on the belt and transferred to the return side, the rolls and idlers and pulley. So cleaning of the conveyors is very difficult, and while cleaning the conveyor belt you have to take proper safety. Next slide will show how the conveyor system looks. Starting from the left hand side bottom, that is tail pulley, here ZSS will be placed. Next point is feeding point, here any material will be fed to the conveyor belt. Next we can see the rubber belt. So this rubber belt is generally being used, it can be of any other material too. After that we can see carry idlers, and on the top you can see head pulley with gearbox, this is the mechanical part, and electrical motor to provide movement in the conveyor system. After that the material will get down, that is at the discharge point. Next, take up pulley is there, this is used to provide tension in the complete system in the belt. If the conveyor belt is of smaller length, take up pulley won't be available. Next is return idler, and this is how the complete system of the conveyors looks like. First safety device is pull cord switch or PCS. So guys, it is put along or side to the conveyor belt as you can see in the slide, and PCS will be available on both the sides of the conveyor. So conveyor stops when the pull cord switch is acted with the help of its rope. You can see the rope here, white in color. In case of emergency situation, when there is some emergency condition, we have to pull the rope and it will stop the conveyor, and when we need to restart the conveyor, we have to reset it. So in close up it will look like this. The silver part is PCS, pull cord switch, and the ropes are connected. So whenever we need to stop the conveyor, we will pull the rope, and the ropes are connecting one PCS to another. Internal part or internal connection of PCS will look like this, and this is same for BSS, that is belt switch, we will see ahead. And the connections are connected in NC from one PCS or one BSS to another, and there is a lever in between which is operated with the help of ropes in case of PCS. And for belt switches there is a handle. The handle will trigger, or it will actuate the lever, and lever will change NC into NO. Here you can see the ropes PCS, and this is the BSS handle. And PSS or BSS are connected directly in the circuit, or it is connected in the PLC. So this is connected in PLC. Here you can see total 5 number of pull cord switch connected in series, as we have seen NC connection. So on the top it is 24-volt supply that will go across all the PCS, and if the circuit is healthy, nobody has pulled the ropes, it will come back to the PLC. So it will show the system is healthy, that is line 1 is green. Different types of PCS are shown in the slide, and next we will come to BSS, which look like this. So the full form of BSS is belt sway switch. It is placed at right angle to the belt, as you can see in the slide. And next, BSS act when there is an extra movement or sway in the belt in the longitudinal direction. Longitudinal direction means that is horizontal movement of the belt, resulting in stoppage of the conveyor. Okay, which means the belt is moving away from its original place, and for the same reason, to stop that horizontal movement, BSS are placed so that belt do not move away from its original position and hit any object, so that that object and BSS will get damaged. So guys, this is how BSS looks like. Here you can see the complete system. There is a handle, so that particular handle will help stopping the conveyor, it will hit the belt. And there is a red color bulb, it will glow that this particular BSS has been acted. Next you can see how this is placed in the conveyor. And if the belt, because of any reason, because of the malfunctioning of the rollers or because of the pulley, if the belt gets shifted in one direction, it will help in stopping it. Next we'll come to the ZSS, that is zero speed switch. Point number 1, ZSS are also known as speed actuating sensing switches, that can be asked in the interview. Point number 2, ZSS are used to detect stoppage, whether the system or the belt is running or stop condition, or unacceptable slow movement of the rotating shaft of the conveyor. And it gives feedback to the control room, that is PLC, that the system is healthy or not. That is the second important point. Third point is also important, that is ZSS is placed at tail end of the conveyor. As we know, at both the end, head end and tail end, we have pulleys, but the head end pulley is connected with motor. So even in case the belt has got cut or it has been broken from any part, the head end pulley will keep on rotating, but the tail end pulley, that is not connected to any motor, so it will stop. And hence the pulley at the tail end is in the stop condition. The ZSS will sense it, and it will give feedback to the control room that the conveyor system is being in stop condition, and check if there is something wrong. The fourth point is ZSS consists of sensor and electronic board. So there is a total separate video on this sensor and electronic board, how it works, how ZSS work, and the link of that video is provided in the description. You can go and check it. Here you can see how the things operate in minor part. This is the video. Okay, next is belt tear switch. So as the name itself suggests, if the belt is tear or it got damage in the center, so this particular system, this particular safety equipment will sense it, and it will stop the conveyor. Here we can see the complete structure in detail. The center part is the sensing part, and on both the side we have a support that is connected alongside of the belt. So whenever the belt get damaged or it get cut in the center, the material will come out of it and it will touch this sensing part, and the sensing part will give feedback to the PLC or the control circuit that there is something wrong in the conveyor, and it will help in stopping of the conveyor. Let's see the theoretical part of it. So first is function. Belt tear switch is used for detecting the torn belt and provide potential free contact for necessary control action. The control action can be or may be in the form of alarm or tripping of belt drive or feeder. And lastly, you can see the application here. So this switch finds wide application for preventing the snapping of conveyor belt used in material handling system. Next device is chute block switches. So these switches are used to detect block chute condition that generally happen in case of jamming of iron ore, cement, limestone, foodstuff, milk powder, floor, plastic, etc. And by using these switching devices, the feeding mechanism or the feeding system like conveyors, motor pump, etc. can be stopped. There are many types of chute block switches as you can see here in the slide, and the detail of these switches we will see in the next slide with their name and their proper functioning pictures. Friends, here you can see 8 different types of chute block switches. So these different types of switches are used for different kind of applications. So applications can vary, or the material of that application can be of solid, liquid, or in the gaseous form. So accordingly these different switches are used. Let's come to the next topic, which is emergency push button. Coming to the theoretical part, first point is what is the purpose of an emergency button? So to reply to that, it is used as a safety measure to stop the process in hazardous condition, that is with loads. It must be highly visible in color, safe, and must be easy to operate. It must not be very difficult. It must be very easy. If you have seen the emergency push button, they are very easy, red in color, so that it is visible easily and easy to operate. Next point is how do an emergency push button work? So emergency stop button are wired in series, that is they are also in series, also connected in series, that is in NC form, normally closed condition, with the control circuit of the machinery equipment. So when pushing the mushroom head of the emergency push button, it will break the control circuit of the equipment and remove the power supply that keep the circuit energized. So this was the theoretical part. At the working side, this is how the emergency push buttons will look like, and when you want to stop the working system in case of any fault, just press the red button. Now we will come to the last safety equipment, that is hooters. So the function of hooters are very simple. In case of, that is, it provides an audible warning or alarm that are used in industries while starting or stopping of the conveyor system, or even in case of any heavy movement of the movement of the heavy machineries, we use hooters or sirens. Or even in case any major problem has happened that is not related to conveyor, but any mishappen has happened in the plant, any fire has happened, so we, the control people, will put a hooter so that people can come out of the that area and assemble at the safe place. And also hooter are indicated to alert the operator and other personnel in case of any fault, what we have discussed. Let's quickly see the specification of any hooter being used. So here we can see it is a single mount siren, voltage is 220 volt AC, RPM is 600, body is aluminum, and most important, the range, it is for 1 kilometer. Till 1 kilometer we can hear this hooter sound. So I hope guys this video was useful for you. If so, please like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching.